Getting a chance to catch up again this morning with our friends at Christ the King Manor. And good news, if you have been looking to break into the healthcare field, we have an event coming up for you at the end of March. We'll hear from Stephanie Stallman, the HR generalist, and Henry Sutter, the communications coordinator at Christ the King Manor. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so tell me a little bit about what is happening at the end of March and how we can get ready for this big hiring event that you have going on.
March 30th, we are going to put on a career fair that specializes for Christ the King for all of our departments that have open positions. So if you are looking to get into the dietary field, in the nursing field, or even if you specialize in the nursing field, we are having career open positions, and that is March 30th. We're holding it at our community center from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. All you have to do is bring a resume and you can meet with some of our specialists in each field and department. And we would love to meet everyone that's looking for new opportunities and new careers.
I know some people might hear this and think, okay, well, I'm not a nurse, so I'm not going to go to this. But that would be a mistake because there are actually a lot of different ways that they could get involved with Christ the King Manor in not even maybe a nursing capacity.
Whether you're starting your career in healthcare or you're just looking to break into the field in general, you're looking to break into the continuum of care field, there's so many things that we offer. There's the dietary field. You don't have to have any background in nursing whatsoever. You don't have to have any interest in nursing. And so it just offers everyone a chance, if you're interested in this line of work, to get your foot in the door. And then if you just would decide later that nursing is something you'd like to consider, we have nurse aid training programs. That's something you could get more information about at this open house. So any walk of life that you come from, this is a great opportunity to see what kind of careers you might be interested in.
Yeah, I think that's a great point too, is that a lot of the training is done on the job. I think we all know that sometimes you don't know what you might like until you get into something and then you think, oh, okay, maybe this isn't for me, but I really like the idea of doing this instead. And there's a lot of movement at Christ the King Manor, and there's a lot of growth and training there too.
There is, and like we've stated before in the past, even with our different positions, we have our home support positions where you help individuals in their home and you're working one-on-one with those individuals. We have our personal care individuals where it's more independent and it's not as intense in capacity and you're still doing healthcare. Our housekeeping is expanding in growth, so we are looking for housekeepers, which is mostly day shift, so it's great to start in any of our capacity and grow in our continuum.
Yeah, I think if you had to give one idea of a personality trait or something that somebody can bring to the table whenever they're doing these interviews on March 30th, what would you say you're looking for?
We're just looking for go-getters with lively personalities. It takes a special kind of person to work in this field, and so just someone that works well with others, someone that can put a smile on their face and even in the most difficult times bring a positive attitude to work. I think those are the kinds of people that really thrive in this field.
Yeah, that sums it up great. What about you, Stephanie? What are you looking for?
I agree with Henry. That is one of the great traits that we are looking for. That along with someone that's dedicated to their position and wants to thrive within their position and grow.
Yeah, I think those are great traits to be on the lookout for and things that hopefully people can bring with them whenever they're coming for that career fair on March 30th. That is Wednesday, March 30th, 2 until 6 p.m. at the Community Center at Christ the King Manor. They're hiring for all of the open positions. All you need to do is bring your resume and a little bit of a willingness to talk about what you are interested in. Let's wrap up on admittedly kind of a sappy note here this morning. What's your favorite thing about working at Christ the King Manor? Stephanie, I'm going to start with you.
My favorite thing about working at Christ the King is when you walk into the building, everyone is just so humble and genuine that you're there. They greet you with smiles, and everyone's just so great and welcoming.
Yeah. What about you, Henry?
My favorite thing about Christ the King Manor has been the opportunity to take on new tasks every day. There's no day that's going to look identical to the last, and so you just get a chance to grow in yourself. You get to grow yourself. You get to grow professionally, and there's just always an opportunity to take on something new, and it keeps the job fresh and exciting.
Sure does. I love that. That is Christ the King Manor. With Stephanie Stallman, an HR generalist, and Henry Sutter, the communications coordinator there at Christ the King Manor. And don't forget, mark it on your calendar, that career fair coming up at Christ the King on Wednesday, March 30th, 2 until 6 p.m. They're hiring for all of their open positions, and all you need to bring is a resume along with you. That's been a little chat this morning with our friends at Christ the King Manor.